Let's be honest, buying a car seat for your newborn probably isn't the most exciting thing on your shopping list, but it's definitely one of the most important. You'll normally need to use a car seat with your child up until they're around 12 years old or 135 centimetres tall, whichever comes first. You should also be aware that some hospitals might not discharge you unless you have one when you leave with your newborn, so it's worth prepping for this well in advance of your due date. So, child car seats are based on either weight or height and can be fitted in the car using either a seat belt or Isofix fittings, depending on what kind of seat it is. But what on earth is Isofix? Well, Isofix, if you're not sure what it means, is a structure built into the car that uses connectors to attach a car seat. Most new cars have Isofix points, but it's worth checking this just in case. The nice thing about Isofix is that it's really easy to know when the seat is properly in place, which is very reassuring, especially for first-time parents. Quick side note before we dive in, we've also got a buyer's guide on our website written with the help of Good Egg Car Safety, which will hopefully give you the lowdown on the totally clear and not at all confusing car seat rules. So, which car seat should you buy? After speaking to car safety experts, scouring crash test results and carrying out months of research and testing with parents, here's our roundup of the 5 best car seats for infants. The Maxi-Cosi Rock is one of those classic looking car seats that's designed specifically for newborns. It can be attached using either a seatbelt or an Isofix base, and it should last you until your child is around 1. It's a great first car seat and a really versatile option if you know you'll be moving it in and out the car a lot or attaching it to a travel system. It also has special material in the top side wings for extra side impact protection. If you want to attach this car seat using the Isofix points, you'll have to buy the Isofix base. But it is sold separately and it doesn't come cheap. 2 things that no new parent wants to hear. On the plus side though, you can reuse the base with the 2-way pearl, which is the next car seat up in the Maxi-Cosi series. Just like the Maxi-Cosi Rock, the Mothercare Zebra is designed specifically for newborns. It'll only last until your baby weighs 13 kilos, mind, which is around 12 to 15 months, but it's nice and light for moving to and from the car. This one is fitted with a seat belt, which is really handy if you don't have Isofix points in your car, and it honestly is a breeze to install, which means that you'd fit it with confidence and know that you were always doing it right. At only £35, the Mothercare Zebra is proof that you don't need to spend hundreds on a car seat to make sure that it's both comfy and safe. It may be a no-frills option, but the Zebra offers side impact protection, a body support cushion that's perfect for newborns, and it's one of the easiest seats to use as well. If you're looking for a seat that will last you that little bit longer, then the Britax Dualfix i-Size is well worth a look. It's an extended rear-facing Isofix seat that should last until your child is around age 4, so you'll be able to keep them rear-facing for as long as possible, which is actually the safest way for kids to travel. It's a big seat with loads of padding, which will keep your child safe and comfy as they grow. The downside though is that it will definitely dominate the back seat of your car. It's also not cheap, but if you think about how long it will last you, it's actually really good value because you'll probably get through at least 2 to 3 seats with other makes in that time. And if that wasn't enough, you can also spin it around to face you while you strap your baby in. And anyone who's ever had to wrestle a screaming baby into the car sideways will know that it's back-breaking work. Seriously, why don't all car seats do this? Similar to the Dualfix i-Size, the Joie i-Spin can be used from birth all the way up to 4 years old, and you can rear face until then as well. It's a great all-rounder, an absolute joy to use once it's installed, and it's super easy to switch between rear and forward facing. The rotating seat also makes it simple to get your child in and out of the car, and the comfy padding will keep even the tiniest of newborns snug and safe. You probably won't want to move it between cars too often as it is pretty heavy and there's actually no handle to grab hold of. But it's relatively easy to install with Isofix fittings, and it's one of the most practical to use as well. A newborn baby needs loads of stuff, so if you're the kind of person who's worried about how much landfill they'll create, then you'll probably be interested in products that will last you for the long haul. The Cosy Safe Arthur is exactly that. It's a car seat designed to grow with your child from birth until around 12 years old, so in theory, that should be the only car seat you'll ever need, which, in my opinion, is frankly bonkers. You can keep this car seat rear facing until your child is around 4 years old, but when you're ready, you can then switch it to forward facing. The Arthur uses seat belts to secure it when it's rear facing, so it can be a little tricky to install at first. But when it's forward facing, you've got the option to use ISOFIX points if you prefer that. So that's our roundup of the 5 best infant car seats to buy. For more information and advice, head to mumsnet.com/reviews and don't forget to subscribe.